In this lesson, you will use the drawing tools provided with Revit Structure to add wall keys to the footing and sketch reinforcement in the slab foundation. The reinforcement will include both parallel and perpendicular rebar that extend from the concrete slab into the structural wall. Click the menu browser and select Open. Then, from the Training Files Imperial folder, open the file rst-mdl reinforcement sketch. Then, open the View Section 5. Then, zoom in around the base of the concrete wall. And let's add wall keys at the bottom of the wall. Click the Modify tab, and from the Edit Line Work panel, click Cut Profile. Then, on the Options bar, select Boundary Between Faces, and select the boundary between the wall and the footing. Then, with the Line tool and the Chain option selected, sketch 3 lines approximately as shown. Then, click Finish Cut Profile. Press Escape, and let's place rebar parallel to the slab. Click the Home tab, and from the Reinforcement panel, click the Rebar drop-down and select Place Rebar Parallel to Work Plane. Then, on the Options bar, with the rebar shape 00 selected, place the rebar in the slab as shown. Then, press Escape, and now let's sketch rebar parallel to the slab. From the Rebar drop-down, select Place Rebar Parallel to Work Plane, and then on the Sketch panel, click Sketch Rebar. Then, select the concrete slab as the host element. Then, sketch a rebar by clicking inside the slab first and then moving the cursor into the wall as shown. Then, click Finish Rebar. Then, click Modify, and let's add hook. Right-click the rebar and select Element Properties. Then, in the Instance Properties dialog, under Construction, for Hook at Start, select Standard 90 degrees and click OK. Now let's mirror the rebar. From the Modify panel, click Mirror, and then select the center reference plane of the structural wall. Press Escape, and now let's place rebar perpendicular to the slab. On the Home tab, from the Reinforcement panel, click the Rebar drop-down and select Place Rebar Perpendicular to Work Plane. Then, click the Change Element Type drop-down and select Rebar Bar number 8. Then, click a point between the hooked and straight bar approximately as shown. Then, click Modify, and let's place rebar set. Select the single rebar, and on the Options bar, for Layout, select Minimum Clear Spacing, and with the spacing at 4 inches, press Escape twice. Then, close the file without saving it, as the next lesson will provide its own training file. And that concludes this lesson.